A few weeks ago, I set a challenge in the automation subreddit for people to make some Soviet shitboxes, and then I would put them through a series of 5 tests, including my personal opinion on how good they look, a race around the Hirochi Raceway, the Endurodrome, a drag race, and then a 0 to 50 to 0, and these are the results. So, the first car we have here is the Moon Runes, also known as the Felix car. The utility pack modification, in fact. This is powered by quite the interesting 1.2 litre i3, producing 62 whole horsepower, which is pretty damn good for, well, a Soviet car, really. But considering its size, and more importantly, its weight, we're going to see whether 62 horsepower is really enough. Now, the first event is a little controversial, and I may anger some people, so maybe I should have done it last. But I said it was first, and so I'm going to be doing it first. And that is, I will now judge the car based on its appearance out of 10. Basically, it's not too much. And based on how many, points out of 10 you get, you will get, at the moment, I'm currently planning on 10 points per number out of 10 that you get. However, that may all change. For now, I am just going to give my opinion on how this car looks and leave it at that. I'll put it in my Excel spreadsheet, which I have yet to make, and we shall get on with it. So this car is certainly unique. I really, really like what he's done with this bumper bar. Is this one part? Oh, that's really interesting. So it's actually meant to go kind of like in one of these grills, I think. And it just looks like a bull bar, basically, which adds to, obviously, the utility look. And the same on the back. You've got this huge bumper and this surprisingly well-placed tow hitch. I'm not sure entirely why there are 2 number plates slightly overlapping. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but I'm going to leave it there anyway. It does say Bliat in slightly wonky, slightly clipping through the boot lid upside down font, which is certainly going to improve my opinion of it. And this this like eBay £5 cardboard hood scoop. So it's definitely giving me the impressions of this would not be sold from factory like this. But hey, there is no such thing as a factory in Russia. There's just sheds and people with dedication. So I'm going to give this car... Now, I don't want to go mad, because this is the first car I've rated. So everything else is kind of going to be based off how this one looks. So take from that as you will. So I am going to set the bar at a... I think I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. It definitely pleases all of the right places with the GTR tail lights and the absolutely atrociously placed badge. So you've got a 7 out of 10. Take with that as you will, whether you are proud or disappointed. Ultimately, the state does not care. Right. 7 out of 10. And on to the next event. Welcome to Hirochi Raceway for our first car to take its drive around the track. And boy, what a first car to take around the track. Powered by a measly 1.2 litre i3. Pumping out 62 whole horsepower. This is going to be an interesting one, and I am slightly concerned it might just fall over, but we're going to have to see. I have done absolutely no practice with this car, and I have no idea how it drives, so we'll see, shall we? we shall start our first hot lap in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we get 3 laps in each of the cars. It is a very, very slow launch from the utility pack and a very, very loud inline 3. Oh my gosh, that's deafening. Oh my. Wow. I've also noticed it only gets 1 wing mirror. But an oversteer coming through here. Not much. Then again, how much oversteer can you really get at 50 miles an hour? Getting up to the high ends of the rev range is also getting up to the high ends of my fucking hearing capacity. I am going to be deaf after this car finishes, I think. It actually drives fairly nicely, all things considered. Considering that it has the ride height of a Ford F-150 with the body styling of a Nissan Prima, it's just kind of weirdly planted. I don't know how else to describe it. A little bit off to the side there, sorry about that. Yeah, if there's any accidents that are caused by me, I won't disqualify the cars for that, obviously. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, because then I just look like a tit. But if I do crash the cars, they will get a free reset, and they will get like 1 free run around before I redo that lap, just because obviously on the first lap, you have to start from standing, but on the second 2 laps, you're already going when you come around the start-finish straight, so they'll get a run-up if I end up crashing them. So, a 2:27.2 for its first lap. Now, the second lap is most likely, unless I really cock it up, going to be faster, just because of the nature of the rolling start. I am noticing that this car does not feel like it has 62 horsepower. It definitely feels like it's in the 30 range. So I'm getting the feeling that it is quite heavy. The little Trabant definitely, despite only having 22 less horsepower, it felt as fast, if not a little bit faster, down this opening straight. So, yeah, I am slightly concerned about the weight of this car. Up this hill as well, definitely struggles a little bit. But, obviously, this suspension is going to be a huge advantage at the Endurodrome, going through the dirt, over the rocks, and possibly down the bumpy sections, depending on how stiff it is. Which, to be fair, it does feel quite stiff, so we will see. Hang on. What was that? It didn't count it. Right, I'm calling that at a 218. I'm calling that at 218 for now. If I do decide to change my mind about that and give a 217 or a 219, I will put that on screen, but that is a 218 at the moment. Okay, so that dummy lap is just about to end. It actually turned out to be not the worst lap ever, but you don't get that one. Still not as good as your second lap anyway, so here we go. Lap 3, see if we can beat a 218, and then if I do that, I don't need to worry about the cock up with the old checkpoint. So, we're coming down to the start-finish straight on your final lap, and it looks like it's going to beat the 218. Oh, that's really annoying. It's like so close. Right, I'll look back at the footage, and I will see if I think that lap when I crossed the line was faster or slower than the other lap. So, you're either going to get a 218.4, which will be obviously rounded to a 218, or something else, which we don't know yet. So, onto the Endurodrome with you. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to everybody's favorite event, the Endurodrome, with the very, very, very loud Felix utility pack. We're going to see how it does. I have a sneaking suspicion that the suspension is going to do it well. Just by virtue of ride height, these bumps are not going to be an issue. It does feel quite stiff, so I'm thinking that over any larger jumps, it's going to have very harsh landings and potentially roll over, but it shouldn't struggle to get through the mud, despite having very little power. And I do have a couple of things to play with. I've got a locking diff front and rear, and I can switch to low range with the range box. So there's a few little neat things that I can do with this. It's essentially a Lada Niva if it was longer. So without any further ado, let's see what the Felix utility pack can get around the Endurodrome. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's a slow start as always with the Felix utility pack. Oh boy. Yeah, that is having no problem at all with those bumps. Unless someone gets a taller and softer car, I don't think this is going to be rivaled in terms of the bumps. And the front suspension is a lot softer than I thought it was, so we may actually have a pretty good shot on the larger jumps. Look at it go! It's a beast! Nothing can stop it! This, honestly, is the perfect weapon to defeat capitalism. They think it's just a domestic car. No, this is a replacement for the T90 tank. It's a bit bumpy, but fuck me, does it not give a damn about that. Over these rocks should have no problem getting over here. A little bit of bumping, but that's fine. Here we go. This was clearly bred and born in the harsh wilderness of the Siberian Arctic. Holy hell. I think this thing could genuinely replace that Toyota Hilux from the Top Gear Arctic Special. Or was that Antarctic? Probably Antarctic. I don't really remember. Ooh, we got some bumping. Okay. It has lost its rear bumper and the front bull bar, but those were mostly visual anyway, and they've done their purpose of, you know, preventing it from taking any damage. So there you go. This is some monstrous suspension. Holy hell. Oh, we've got a flip. We've got a flip. I've got to wait for it to come to a full stop, and now I can flip it back onto its wheels. Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go. Really not helping that it takes a year to get up to any kind of speed in this car. I'm getting the feeling that it's not going to be great down the drag strip. Shit. Shit. Come on. Go. 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 And a 3 minutes 14.3 for your first lap. So, you've got 2 more laps. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And it's off. Very, very slowly, as always. It's definitely got a shtick. Is that an antenna? Oh my god, the antenna's on the bumper. I didn't even notice that before. Getting flames from the exhaust. That is unique. Oh my god, and a 10 for the landing. Oh, wow. That couldn't have been much better. This is going to be a fast one, this one. And that is a 2 minutes 52.9 around the Endurodrome. It's looking good for the old Felix utility pack, but you've got one more lap, and you'll have that in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. That is the best jump it's had over there so far in terms of landing, but the worst in terms of dislocating the steering column. Oh boy, that is a big problem. It's still somehow able to steer and put power down through those front wheels though, so I guess all is well that ends well. So long as it makes it to the finish line, this lap still counts. I don't really know what to say. This is crazy. Holy shit. Come on. You can do it. It's not going to be faster than lap 2, but come on. A 2 minutes 57 with a dislocated front axle. That is crazy. Anyway, on to the next event with you. Okay, so in the interest of fairness, I'm having the AI driving the Felix utility pack, and I'll just be in my little Trabant. And so, we shall see how the Felix does in this event. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. Oh, the Trabant definitely has the launch advantage, probably because it weighs a little bit less. We shall see the time that the Felix gets back there. I feel bad for it. I want it to do well. I love that thing. It's brilliant. So, a 25.07 on the drag strip. 21 for the Trabant. That's not too bad. Right, on to the next event. Okay, and welcome to the final event in today's standings. So, in order for this event to work, we're going to need this little trip computer. So, we have a total distance, and we have airspeed. So, So, sorry about that. My voice was dying. My voice is dying. I think I'm losing my voice. The cars must accelerate to 50 miles an hour as indicated by the airspeed monitor. That is just more accurate than the speedo, which is only based on the wheels. And the shortest distance will win. For each car you beat, you will earn points. For each car you are behind, you know what I mean. You'll give them points. Right. And without any further ado, we'll reset the distance monitor. And in 3, 2, 1, let's get to 50. It may take a little while. 20 miles an hour. 30. 40. And 50. Slam on the brakes. And 324.1 yards for the Felix. I don't know if that's good or bad yet. We'll have to see. But anyway, that is our first contender for the Soviet Shipbox Challenge. Thank you for watching. These videos are taking me a very long time to make. So if you could leave a like, maybe comment what you think, maybe subscribe if you're feeling particularly nice. And I'll see you in the next one, where we will be looking at the Pravda. Goodbye!